everyone. Welcome to our second episode of DEIB's Spotlight in Conversation. I'm Hoku. I'm a PT. I'm happy to be here today to celebrate what it means to be an Infinity Rehab clinician and to build relationship with each other. So today we're here with Ashana Lee. She was our first interviewee. And in that conversation, we learned that Shauna Lee's love language is celebration. And I'm so glad to be here with you both to celebrate who we are. Ashana Lee, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I am Ashana Lee. I work with Infinity Rehab at home. I do administrative work, background paperwork. I've been with the company for 2 years and I've been loving it. And we are also joined by Viet. Do you want to introduce yourself, Viet?
Yeah, hi, thank you, Shanling. My name is Viet Lei. I'm from Missoula, Montana, born and raised. I'm an occupational therapist, newly director of rehab, which I'm pretty excited about. I've been with the company as long as I've been an occupational therapist for about 3 years. It's been a really quick 3 years, and it still blows my mind how quickly it's become. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been awesome having you. So you're a new clinician. What are some of the things that you enjoy about contributing or being in healthcare?
When I was a kid, I've always aspired to be in healthcare. I think, I've always had an admiration for people in healthcare, being in and out of the hospital, just as a kid, getting bumps and scrapes, stitches, I had a childhood asthma and I was always blessed to have really great clinicians, and it definitely helped to shape who I am. And I'm lucky enough to become one of those, and hopefully to become one of those great clinicians that I admired when I was a kid growing up. It's kind of my way of being the superheroes that I aspired to be, like a Power Ranger or a Ninja Turtle. But turns out I didn't get those superheroes or superpowers like I wanted to. But yeah, so this is a way I get to give back to my community without any of those superpowers. But what I really enjoy about healthcare is that I get to be energy in that is projected onto into a place where there may not be. We see a lot of burnout with clinicians with in other fields as well, and with the amount of coffee that I drink, I think it helps the patient as well to have that positive energy in their trying times. It's like we unfortunately don't get to be in these people's worlds until their world gets turned upside down, and so we get to come in and try to right side it back up. And as an OT, I get to put the fun in dysfunction.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my favorite part, is being able to light up the room when you walk in and you get to see their smile and they're actually looking forward to therapy, and so I think that's probably the favorite part of my day is being able to get somebody excited about something.
Yeah, I totally hear that. You said you never got your superpowers. I never got my letter from Hogwarts, so I'm right there with you.
It's coming.
Oh, hopefully, yeah. So you said growing up you were in and out of the hospital just with your your normal kid things. Was there anyone growing up that helped shape or contribute or influenced you to be who you are today, or the career that you're in? Sorry, my baby is yelling in the background. I don't know.
You're totally good. I had a really great clinician. He was a physical therapist back in 2010, I want to say. I was competing in Taekwondo and I broke my leg a month before nationals. And so when I went in for physical therapy, he was a great clinician. And so it kind of solidified me, and I was like, I can do that. Like, I'd love to be that guy, and so I was studying, observing, trying to get into PT school. I figured out what occupational therapy was because I've never actually heard about it. To some people, that might sound familiar, but and I was like, oh, that sounds really fun. And so I did my diligence and became an occupational therapist, and it's led me through a really great route. I want to say my parents are among other influencers that really carved my way towards to where I am now. And I think a lot of our listeners can really resonate to that. They've always really been really hard workers. Came from a third world country, not a dollar in their pocket, and they're retired, have a great house. Have two kids that went to college and are making a living, and I'm blessed enough that I get to enjoy what I do. Because they say you find a job that you do, you never work a day in your life, and so
Yeah.
being an occupational therapist, I get to play with toys all day. So even with my geriatric crowd, and so and so I think it was that one physical therapist, and it really that pinpointed that spot, as well as my parents, carving my way into this relationship with healthcare.
Yeah. So it sounds like family is a big part of what helps shape you. Do you have memories of family or celebrations or just a moment or moments that you remember from when you were being a kid? And are there things that you continue to do to celebrate those things?
Yeah. I have some great memories of celebrating Vietnamese New Year with our little community, Vietnamese community here in Missoula, Montana. On Vietnamese New Year's, we'd always, make big celebrations, food, drink, karaoke, and all of us kids just running around, being kids, and growing up together. And fortunately, they're all, a lot of them are still in my life. And some of them are getting a little bit older, and so it's really special because they come to little Viet, from their childhood for education, for thoughts, and should I do this? Should I do that? Hey, my neck hurts. What do I do? And this, that, and the other thing. And I get to educate them on things. Kind of help them become a more functional version of who they used to be. And so so that's really special to me, is that I get to give back to my community in that aspect as well. And so whenever I get to help them, it kind of brings me back to my childhood of how they helped me when I was growing up. So those childhood moments are really, really special. And so I try to instill that in my daughter right now, to relay those, and build those memories that are going to hopefully forever be ingrained in her life. And so I understand you have a baby.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say it's been really fun over the last 8 months to be picking and choosing the things that we want to continue or to instill in her that she's going to, when she's older or my age and she can start taking care of me or doing the things that I did for her kids. And I just love that idea of passing those things down and having it be a tradition or a new tradition or whatever it is that it becomes. So Viet, what message do you want to leave the group with?
Friends, leaving a message with you is to, as cheesy as it sounds, be yourself, as a clinician, because, and be the best portion of you to your patients that you can be. Smile under your mask, because they can tell, even though they can't see your face, they'll see it in your eyes, they'll hear it in your voice, and just make those experiences that they have with you a very positive experience. Because like I said before, they're not there because they're in their best light. It's because they have a dysfunction, and we get to be part of we might be their only social interaction, especially in these geriatric time, and not all of them have family and friends that can visit with them and to make them laugh, and you get to be that positive light in their life, and instead of them looking back to this as a negative time in their life, you get to hopefully shape, their positive experience and be like, I actually really enjoyed that therapy, and
Yeah.
just like that past physical therapist did in my life, hopefully they can take a positive experience from it and even pay it forward, and just make this world a more positive place, because there's so much negativity in this world right now
Yeah.
that, any bit of fun, of positivity, of laughter, smiles, it all helps,
Yeah.
so.
That's a huge part of what I love about my job is just knowing that I got to help, or I brightened your day, or I made you feel more confident about what was going on. I totally am right there with you.
Just want to thank both of you for coming to this conversation with vulnerability and with love and light. And this is so exciting to know that this is the people that I get to work with are like at the real heart of it. Your goal is to make somebody's day better. Wow, that's so great. Thank you guys for your time. We hope that our viewers will join us for our third episode. But until then, we'll see you later.